First thing I'm going to do today, though, is I'm going to go pawn my Tascam Porta Studio. It's already been in there 2 or 3 times this year. But I'll go pawn it for Christmas cash. And then I'll get it back in January. Don't really need it or anything. And it's really not that bad. It's like I pawn it. Every time I do it, I get $60. And it ends up costing me $72 to get it back. So they're making $12 per transaction on me, and usually it's like for a 2-week or a 1-month loan. So they're making their money. God, it feels so good to have this quarter over with, though. I've just been so busy. Like, way busier than I have ever been just having a full-time job. This full-time class is way busier. Been contacting some people on Craigslist trying to find another driveway. I'm really not trying to go to an RV park. I'm not going to pay $400, $500 a month to rent a pad in an RV park. The most I will do if I'm not going to boondock is I'll pay $100 for a driveway, and even then, that seems like a ripoff to me because I'm not going to spend more than 30% of my time there at that driveway. But it's like peace of mind. It's like, it just gives you this security of having an address, basically. So there's something happens, if you're sitting at Walmart or something and the Walmart manager, and the cops show up at your window at the same time and say, oh, you can't be here, you have nowhere else to go, and I'm exhausted, and I really just don't know where else to park. It's nice to know that you still have a driveway, that you've paid, that you actually have a contract with the homeowner or whatever that says you're allowed to park your vehicle there, And plus, it doesn't look like you're living in it. You park an RV in somebody's driveway. Well, as long as you don't have all the water hookups and all the sewer stuff hooked up, you just have your power cord hooked up, blinds are down, it doesn't look like anybody's living in it. It could just be, they have their RV and they're keeping it warm in the winter. They have to run a cord out there to run the heater, That, I just don't. Why are you cutting me off? Cuntbag. But if I don't end up finding a driveway in Olympia for something about $100, I might just boondock 100%. It's really hard to do that. When I say boondock 100%, now I haven't talked about this much, but that is a hard thing to do because you don't have a source of relief. Like, you don't have a place to plug in your power to be able to charge your battery when your DC batteries go dead. You don't have that comfort. Boondocking 90 to 95% of the time is okay because you can come back, you can charge your stuff, you can have enough gas to be able to drain your tanks, fill up your water, fill up your propane, and do all the stuff you need to do, and then spend most of your time out on the road. If you don't have an address, if you don't have an actual place to live, well, the problem is you have to find these spots. And if it's power that you need to charge your battery, yeah, you can go to some of these state and city parks that have the rotundas and the little kitchens at the parks, and you can plug your power into that. But people hate it because then you take up all this spot where they could be having food, and you have your RV parked there. But I don't really care about that. What I care about is the fact that it takes all day for your inverters to charge the batteries. So you basically wasted an entire day when you can't do anything else. You can't go do laundry. You can't go fill up your propane. You can't get water. You can't do your dump station. You just have to sit there at the park for 12 hours until your DC battery is fully charged. And you got to do that every several days, depending on how much you use. So, as opposed to having a home base where you can just go home, park in, and while you're at home, you can also do all this other stuff. Maybe use the laundry if you're allowed to use the laundry there. You can make your food there. Get Wi-Fi and TV. It's not as boring when you're charging your batteries at a house. So I guess. And the generator idea, you don't want to run the generator when you're parked in parking lots because it's a dead giveaway that you're living in your RV. It's just obviously they're living it. Why? They're running their generator for power and electricity and everything. It's like I just don't like to put myself out like that. Especially at Walmart, you get the associates that come outside and they hear that, and it's like you're taking advantage of it. It's like, yeah, it's like you're flaunting that you're living in your RV for free on their property. And I just don't like to do that. just doesn't make me feel good. Here we are at the pawn shop. Let's just park over here like that. And we'll go see if I can get my 60 bucks. So what I'm pawning is this guy. That's guy. I brought the cords, didn't I? Yes, okay. I did that one time. I forgot the fucking cords. Had to drive back and get the fucking cord. Well, that was easy. Cool thing about that thing already being in so many times, it's just like, they just look me up real quick, give me 60 bucks, and give me a new slip. So I have till March 13th. $60 at 20.25 finance charge. Oh. So it says it's... Oh, this... I think they raised it. What the hell? It's $80.25 to get it back. Okay, so they make $20 on me. But, you know what? I need the money. Can't do anything about that. So now, got 60 bucks. Let's go find a hooker.